bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
So men have
or
been.
a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible
Men.
Alright, what's up guys? What's up? So I have two videos today, kind of like a little bit long form. One is about 20 minutes or so, and the other one is about an hour. I'm checking out some, other podcasts or other people's videos and, reacting to it, checking it out, because some of these videos I've watched I've seen the short clips on TikTok. So I checked them out, saved them to watch them fully, on live with you guys. So hopefully they're good. Again, I don't know if they're going to be good because I really didn't watch them fully, because I'm watching them live with you guys. So if they're boring, they're not that good, I'll move on to other things. So, please tell me if it's not that good, if the videos are boring. So I'll definitely find some other videos to check out. So the first video, the channel is Random Loungecast. So if you guys get interested, they're a new channel. I hopefully I can find some new, some either new channels or relatively unknown. So that would be interesting. That would be fun to watch, I think. Being relatively unknown. Not many people are reacting to it or watching it. So, might be a bit different for you guys. So I like, maybe showcasing something different. So let's get started. Let's check it out. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully there's some interesting talks, interesting takes I can react to. So let's check it out.
Welcome to Random Lounge. I'm Lex in the Rossclad City.
I'm Annie.
I'm Tommy.
I'm Lola Devon. Oh, so fine.
Oh!
Period. You heard
Was you telling me something earlier?
Yo, I really was. I was talking to Lex about marriage, but marrying somebody for the right or the wrong reasons. So the question that I had was, would you marry somebody you don't love because they give you stability? And how sustainable is the relationship with love with no stability? I know for me, myself, I can't fake shit. I can't fake it till you make it.
You can't.
So, no. Even if it's stable, even if somebody is paying all the bills and doing everything that I need to do, I can't give you what you need as a man. Mm-hmm. And that's just me being a real ass bitch. Like, I can't fake that. So, in order for me to... how do I say it? Like, in order for me to be true to myself, I would have to let you go. Even if it's stability. Because everybody wants stability because ain't nothing going on but the rent. Because you got to have a JOB just to be with me.
All right now.
Go, Skull!
That's back in the day. You know what I'm
Thank you for being free and stopping by tonight.
talking about back there. But I think dating with no stability is kind of hard because a lot of men question themselves on what's okay to cover as far as her personal needs. It's okay to cover a date, but is it okay if she need help for her rent?
Oh.
Is it okay if it's okay to pay for her nails, but is it okay to cover her child's basketball training because her baby daddy fell through? So I think it's like a big tally with that. But marriage, that's a long...
Marriage is
That's a big thing, and I think that I wouldn't.
Yo, I love that, Skull. So you're playing PlayStation and having me in the background. I love it. You're crazy. You're amazing, bro. So, she's basically saying, you know, dating for stability or not. This is a thing where, you know, I find women are really, they're stupid. I mean, and I'm not trying to say it in a bad way, but it's just needlessly stupid. It's like women find to be like they need to either date a man that they love, like attracted to, or date a man that is rich. It's not like in between. Because it's like if you love a man, he must be broke and a bum and, you know, useless. Or you date a man that's rich, but you don't love him, you're not attracted to him. It's like, seriously, there's in betweens. You know, it's like men are not mad that you know, women want a man that's stable. Men aren't clamoring for women to date bums. Men just want women to, how about be realistic? Date a man with a job. Date a man that's stable. That whatever job he works, it's a stable job. He's not begging you for money. He's not hurting on, you know, paying his bills. An average man.
Submit to a marriage because of stability. I would want the love and stability. And if I'm with somebody who isn't stable, I think because I love them, I will work with them and we work together and we build this empire together.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Come on now.
Yeah,
What you guys think?
I agree. But from a man's perspective, actually, I'm going to change my perspective because I was going to say that a man is not worried about stability. But that's not true. A woman could give a man a stable household, you know, that stability in the home area, not necessarily financially. Yeah. But like I said, the woman that he keeps at home and the woman he wants to show off in the street, that woman that he keeps at home, he may be with her for the stability. The woman that he shows off in the street, he may be with for the socio currency or what have you. So, and no, I wouldn't be able to marry a woman just for stability, because love isn't everything either. You need a bunch of stuff to make a relationship work.
Love ain't enough.
But if it's just for stability, no, because after a while you'll start to resent that person.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
If other things aren't in place.
You would also resent the person if you just love them and they can't provide any stability.
Oh yeah, it's a coin. You flip it, you take what you get, and you move on with it. But hopefully, the person that you do decide to partner with for life, the qualities that they lack that you need, you guys can find them together.
That's a tough question though, because before I met wifey, I was into illegal activities, so I was making money.
Wait, were you clear from them before you talk about it on here?
Oh,
I said before. I said
before.
Okay, we don't want to get him pitched.
I said before.
Pull my boy down.
Yeah, I said before. I was in illegal activity, so bread was coming in. When she came, she wasn't with it, so I had to dumb all that down. I had to get rid of it, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm just working a 9 to 5, just making paycheck to paycheck. You know what I mean? But we built love on that, and we grind from the bottom to the top. You know what I mean? Like, we still continually grinding. We're not the top yet, but we putting in the work we got to put in to be financially free, and you know what I mean? Our kids to be good, and after that, you know
I think that makes for a stronger relationship.
I think I'm over dating for love. I've dated for love all my life, and I'm ready for somebody that's stable. I'm no longer in the process of trying to build from the ground up. I'm building myself from the ground up.
That's fine.
You come build ground up on your own, and then we can merge together. But long gone for me are the days of dating a nigga's potential, dating a nigga because I love him, dating a nigga because my son needs a father. I realized, God damn it, I'm the nigga. Like I'm.
This part right here is the clip I saw online. An example of a ruined woman. you're done with dating for love. You want a man that's already built. Guess what? You're going to have a problem with that. It's like, this is the thing where a lot of women don't understand. It is your own choice. It is your stupid mistakes you made. You dated a man, the thugs, the street dudes, the bums, the scrubs, because you love them. It's like, really, you can't comprehend the craziness that you love these shitty men. Now, because these shitty men have traumatized you, has, made you bitter, now you want an already built man to deal with the shitty person you are now? Nah. Yes, being a stepfather, being the father to the kid that you gave shitty men kids. Now you want a better man to come in there and be the stepfather to a child that's not his. This is a thing where women like this are forever meant to be alone, or forever meant to be dealing with the same type of men they've been dealing with. That's why I consistently say women like this do not qualify for good men. And for already built men, they have even higher standards that most likely women like this cannot meet.
I'm it. So what I need now is stability. I want somebody to match my 6 figures. And then we could have double that. I want somebody to help me grow. All About Love by Bell Hooks. The definition that they gave in that book was love meaning the willingness to nurture another's own growth. Ooh. I'm tired of nurturing niggas' growth. Yeah. I'm ready.
She's tired of nurturing other people's growth. Yet she just said before that to help her grow. It's like, this is the thing where these traumatized women, these women that spent, and she looks like in her 30s, late 30s. She looks like she's in her late 30s. So these women spent their youth, their prime on shitty men, gaining trauma by these shitty men, gaining children by these shitty men. And now they have this, like she said, she has that masculine aura now. So it's like, what man's gonna want you now? Only the type of men that you've been dealing with. Sorry, the good men, the men that meet your standards, they see no value in you, maybe besides your body. But that is fleeting.
To be nurtured. So yes, stability to me is more important than love. We can grow into love. I can meet you today, because that whole love at first sight shit is not true either. So I can meet you today and we get to know each other. I know that you're stable, you know that I'm stable, we're both building, and then we fall in love. But just thinking that me and you are gonna, we in love, and I met you in love.
This is the thing where a lot of men don't care if you're stable. I mean, they care if you're not like an evil, gold-sucking leech. But stable, because here's the thing. Even she says she wants a 6-figure man. So a 6-figure man, why would he care that you're stable? Like I said, it's not what attracts him. Now, I'm not saying that, men want women that are bums, that are homeless, that are poor. No. But here's the thing. It's not the factor that attracts him to you. Now, let's say if you are at least paying your own bills. You don't need to be 6 figures. You don't need to be 6-figure stable. You could be just like a regular adult, being able to pay your own bills. Right? That stable, men are fine with. The bare minimum. Because, honestly, stable is not what attracts men. Now, it is what, it's a nice quality to have. But again, the more money the man has, the less he cares about your stableness, your how much money you make, how your pockets. Because honestly, you are coming into his life.
Love is gonna conquer all. That shit is not true.
Well, I was gonna say that I guess is where you're coming from, or where you are in life, because like you said, you've dated for love most of your life. I was not dating for love most of my life. was dating. You
Which
know,
is
I was
fucking.
right. I was in and out, running around. And now in my older age, now that I'm all washed up and ran through,
That's how it be.
I want somebody to, I want
love
somebody.
you.
While I still got my hairline, I got like a good 4 years on this mother. So I'm trying to, but nah, I do prioritize love now because that's not something I've ever had, and maybe you've had love and you prioritize something differently because love ain't all it's cracked up to be for me.
Right.
That's fire.
Right.
I think it's a level to it because it's like, I get what you're saying.
Exactly. This is a thing where honestly, I bring this up before that women give their best years, their prime, i.e., their youth, their mental innocence, their body, the best version of themselves to the most shittiest men. Like where the women will that's what I'm saying. Right now, you don't see women ride or die. You don't see women that will be with you through the end. You don't see women building with you. Why? Because most of the women that would do that have given those years to shitty men. Picking shitty men. Being attracted to shitty men. They've given that ride or die mentality, that building mentality, that I will take a bullet for you mentality to the shitty men. So these shitty men have destroyed these women, have traumatized these women. Now they become like this older woman, like this woman, bitter, combative, annoying, high standards, unrealistic. She's past her prime in a state that's not that valuable in the dating market. So I just find it really funny and annoying.
And I get what you're saying, but then it's also, I can't date a man that's not working. You gotta have something going for yourself. Like,
Laziness is different.
I can't, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, hard, what the fuck? Be hard on the F. Excuse me, mommy. What are you doing to better yourself or for us to grow, for you to grow? Because in order for you to grow, you can't offer me nothing unless you do something for yourself.
Exactly.
So I get what you're saying with the stability part, and I understand what you're saying with holding out stability there, and then we can fall in love. I just don't want to put all of that work in, because let's say the stability is there, and now y'all both moving, and then y'all both start a business together, and y'all putting y'all monies together and doing things, and then y'all not in love.
Well, I
and then
also
you
don't
gotta
think we should be
unravel
doing
that
all that.
shit that you tied up already.
But we shouldn't be doing that, right? Because at this age, for me, 37, I'm also not.
37. I mean, she kind of looks older than that. I thought she was a little bit even like 39, close to the 40, but she looks pretty much her age. And this is the thing. Another example of why I've said it. I've said this so many times on those Kendra G shows. As they age, they become bigger red flags. As they age, they become bigger red flags. Okay? Yeah. Oh, that reminded me. I had a comment that said like, I just can't stand the Kendra G episodes because it's so crazy. Please, guys, there's some viewers that got to my channel through the Kendra G videos. I have other kind of videos. I react to a lot of other videos. So please check them other ones out. I get it. The Kendra G videos, you see the worst of worst women. But there's other videos, so please check the other ones out.
Look at you
I'm not tying myself to any men.
Right.
I'm not buying a home with you. I'm not, no joint bank accounts. I'm just not doing any of that.
I feel like somebody could change that, though. I feel like somebody could change that.
Yeah, when I get married.
I hear you talking, but I feel like somebody can change that. Like,
but why, and that goes
You know what
into
I mean?
the whole control factor, right? Why would you want to be with someone that would control whether or not you are that person? Why not just be with the person that you know is like that? So that goes into the whole, let's say for instance, if you meet me and I'm dressed all provocatively, or I work at a strip club, or whatever the circumstance is, why do you want to get with me and then change who I am instead of just being with that person? If you like the Cheesecake Factory, date somebody that likes the Cheesecake Factory.
I do admit, never get with anyone you want to change. 100%. And I think women fall for that a lot. Do not get with a person that you see red flags and you hope they will change these red flags later on. Do not. That is a recipe for disaster. And I've been there and I've done that. I have been there and I've done that. It 100% always fails. If you at any inkling, you hope a person will change anything, absolute anything about them, then it's a recipe for disaster. You have to be sure. One of the questions you have to ask yourself, is there anything I hope that my partner will change later down the road? If there is, break up. Break up right away. You're wasting your time and you're wasting this other person's time.
Instead of trying to date somebody that only goes to Budokan and now you're trying to force
So now,
them.
can I ask a question?
Ain't got
Let's
no
do
money.
it.
Can I ask you a question?
No money for gratuity.
Can I ask you a question?
Let's hear it.
Money.
A man that's financially stable, who say that he's going to treat you right too? Like,
And maybe he
That's
won't, but I
true.
won't
You know
deal
what
with
I
him
mean?
either.
That's true.
I'm not dealing with it.
Also about what you're looking for. Like, you have to know what you're looking for when you're dating. If you are the type of person, listen, you all grown, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can be bought, women can be bought, you know what I'm saying? Like, we like nice things, we like to be spoiled. Men like to have their partners look a certain type of way, so know who you're dating.
Right.
Yeah.
When you come to me, you see that I invested in making sure I got my teeth done, I got my body done,
Right.
my hair is
Yeah,
done.
yeah, yeah.
I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just certain things, like, I'm not gonna look at a man who can't meet me in that space that I'm operating.
Right.
Right. Yeah, it's where you are in life.
Like the same way don't call me shallow because I don't want to go to white, you know what I'm saying, like Red Lobsters with you. You don't want me to call you, you know what I'm saying, like you don't want me to say that you're shallow because, okay, well I'm making this type of money and I want a woman who looks a certain type of way.
Right.
Just date in your lane.
That's it.
That's so
That's a
funny
fact.
because it was something on social media about dating, going on dates, like what's a proper date? Like I think the
Yeah.
girl was saying, I think it was Red Lobster or
It was the whole
Applebee's.
Cheesecake
Yeah,
Factory
yeah.
thing.
And they was like, no, that's not a date. I love me a 2 for $20
I was
at
about to say, what
Applebee's.
the girl
Yeah.
loves.
That should be
Cheesecake,
good.
You know what I mean? Like,
But that
No,
goes
but
back to what
she
Mo
was
was
like,
saying.
that's not a date. Don't take me there. And she was like putting it out there like, that's not a date. I don't want to go there. And other women was commenting like, yeah, I agree. And then there was also other women that was like, I don't mind that being the first date. I don't mind going. I like me at Applebee's 2 for $20. That should be
Right.
good.
If your standards,
cheesecake.
But I don't mind as a first date.
when your standards, some standards do be OD high very early.
Yeah, I think you need
And
to.
my first dates are
Well, I'm glad in
always
this
something
bitch.
very quick for a back door. Like if I'm not feeling this or you not feeling this, tacos ain't gonna take 2 hours. We gotta have tacos for
Taco
20
Tuesday.
minutes. By the end of your second taco, you like, I don't really wanna be here. All right, let's wrap this up. Or rather than to go to a whole sit down, drag them out restaurant, you tucking your napkin in and you
Yes,
gotta wait,
a light
all
link.
that stuff.
I'm
And now
doing a
you
light
stuck,
link.
you
A light link.
right, a light link. You stuck at that restaurant now and you have plans for the rest of the night. And 15 minutes in, you realize, damn, I really
Yo, Terminator, brother, thank you for stopping by.
don't like her.
Yeah,
Pause.
exactly.
How do you get yourself out of that? Give me an example.
That's what I just told you. Like, that's why I always plan something quick. Let's go grab a cup of coffee.
But when you don't like her, what do you say? Oh, I got somewhere to go. Somebody, you tell one of your boys to call you.
Oh, nah. See,
Finish off the date.
if I do like her, I may do something else after. If I
Okay.
don't like her,
Then it's just
that's the end of the
That's the
day
end
right
of
there.
it.
Like, you know what? Got work in the
Damn.
morning.
Ladies, so if he
Gotta
cut
go.
that day short, you know what it is.
But no, so that gives you an out. That gives you an out. So I'm not taking you for the first time to
Roof Chris.
right, because
like
now maybe at that first date when we have tacos and I liked you and then we go okay, let's go have a drink. Oh, you still hungry? Let's go get something else. If that date turns to that, then yeah, you could have a Roof Chris
I
or a
give an example.
Budokan.
Yo, a girl said she wanted to go to Sugar Factory, right? For the smoky
very
drinks.
childish. I'm
She want-
sorry.
no, this is back in the day.
Oh shit! Are these Philly boys? These Philly people? Yo! Are these Philly people? Oh shit! I didn't. They're saying Philly names, so I'm surprised.
I'm
that
engaged.
shit's
I'm
childish.
engaged now.
My
I'm
10-year-old
engaged now. This is back in the day. She said she wanted to go to Sugar
I'm back.
Factory, right? Back in the day.
All right, go ahead.
So the smoke coming out the drink, all like, you know what I mean? Look, all this shit fire. So we go there, we at the bar, we getting the smoky drink, da 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 da. The menu comes. She's talking about, I want a steak at Sugar Factory.
Bitch, you better get you a slaughter.
At Sugar Factory.
They not even known for steaks. Why you want one here?
At Sugar Factory. This is what I'm saying. Like,
right, yeah,
you know
nah.
what I mean?
Why do women do that though?
I had a
Because
girl.
they don't like them. Women
No, but
do
why
that
would women go on a date and be like, let me get steak and
Because
lobster?
they don't like the man. That's it.
It's
When
supposed to.
if I don't like a man and I go out with him, I'm gonna run through you, nigga. I didn't like you. I didn't want to be here anyway. And so that's why I keep trying to tell people, date who likes
date
you.
in your lane.
Yeah, I
Date who
only
likes
go out
you.
if I like you.
Especially
So
for men. Date the women that like
For
you,
first
man.
dates, I don't even want to do dinner. Let's do something fun, interactive. I don't really want to sit across the table from anybody in such close, intimate proximity. Unless I really like the nigga. I'm probably cool with doing a quick bowling. We could do a smash room, go break some shit
Bowling
up.
too long. That's 10.
Yeah,
That's 10 rounds.
I thought it
What
was
if
12.
he say that dumb shit in the beginning? As y'all walking in, he say some dumb shit like women should
And
go
that's
50-50.
why I asked you
Then
how
you
you
gonna be
do
like,
that.
oh man, now we about to go bowl for 2 hours
But why?
after he already turned
and
me
that's
off.
why I asked, how do you leave? Because at any moment,
Yeah, women is different. Y'all could be
It's over.
y'all could be way ruder, way more rude than guys.
What if he drove?
I'm always
What if
keeping
he
$1
drove?
in my account. I
And
can
that's
get
the
home.
thing. I feel like when women go on dates with men and they order these things, you need to.
Yeah, I mean that's why. And this is the thing, that is rude. That is rude. You literally wasted the time. If it's like, if you have that mentality, do a coffee date, do a walking date. If that's your mentality, if he chooses an activity and you're about to do it, and then he's like, oh shit, he just said something bad, I'm out. Really? You just wasted his time. You just wasted his effort. You might as well have gone to a coffee date where there's really nothing, there's not a whole lot of waste to it. And it shows, this is the thing, it shows the bitterness of older women. As they get older, because of the traumas in their life, because of the bad choices they've done, now they become terrible partners. Now they become uncompromising. They become very short-tempered, very like low patience, low level of patience, low level of understanding. It's like they're just terrible partners.
You need to always have that money available. So if I'm ordering a steak at a restaurant, I need to have my money together.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
don't like
case.
me. I don't go out without $1.
So if a man like makes less than you, does that correlate to the way you look at his masculinity, or if he could lead or be a leader of a relationship or a household? Does masculinity and wage correlate in this perspective of a woman?
I don't think so. There was a post or something where it was like this guy, he works from sun up to sundown, but he only makes $40,000 a year. My problem is not that he only makes $40,000 a year. My problem is that you're stupid, right? Because you're supposed to be working smarter, not harder. So how are you working from sun up to sundown and only bringing home $45,000?
Yeah.
Baby, you might as well stay home and I'll be the.
But what if he needs you to tell him that?
That's true.
But as a girl, you know what it is? At this age, she's not ready. She don't want to tell him nothing no more.
Oh, she's done with it.
Come on, you need to get it together.
God
If you-
going
At that age, correct. That is why she's a red flag. Like she said that a while ago. She wants a man to help her grow. She ain't helping no man grow. Because why? She has now had the traumas of dealing with those types of men. Again, red flags.
send you a broke man to
motivation,
build up.
Nigga, get another job.
Yeah.
What's up? What we
do something
doing?
different, yeah.
I like a
Y'all-
motivated nigga. Like, what's up? What we doing? What's next? What
So
you doing?
ambition over wage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. Also, would you say that other people, like, let's say you see some guy and he's a waiter, or Okay, so the form of the question is, do other people rate masculinity or correlate masculinity to the amount of money somebody makes?
Hell yeah.
I think that most people, a lot of men see another man working and they'll go and go, he got a job. Like, that's all that matters. He could be a garbage man, he could be, whatever, a CEO or something, but he get up, he put on his pants, he go to work every day.
That's a working.
So I don't see any correlation to masculinity and wage as long as that man gets up every day and makes an effort to try to work.
I ain't gonna front. I was off from work for like 8 months, right? Mm-hmm. I felt like I couldn't say shit. Like,
you couldn't
say shit. I felt like
that's real.
You want these things clean? All right. You know what I mean? Like,
that's real.
You need me to do the laundry.
I was doing all the house
I'ma
shit.
keep the kids.
But that's
keep my love,
masculinity.
you feel me? Like,
that right there is masculinity, right? Because you have picked up the slack where she might have not had, or you don't. That is what masculinity is. Masculinity is not, this is my couch, this is my house.
No, that's not masculinity. That's being an adult. This is I hate this thing where we are constantly telling people what's a real man, what's a real woman, shit like that. Stop it with that shit. Stop it with that shit. A lot of times we confuse having a job is an adult thing. Having a job is an adult thing. It's not. It's like taking care of your house is an adult thing. It's not what masculinity is. No, that shit is not what masculinity is.
This is my chair. I make all the money. You're a man. You said, you know what? I can't provide financially. Guess what? I'm gonna do this on that side.
Yeah. I know somebody, right? One of the greatest guys I've ever met. Never heard him curse. He goes to church, all that stuff, right? Never really had a really.
Probably a while. She's like 37, so I would assume at least 15 years.
Really high paying job, warehouses, things like that. And his wife had a great career and she won most of the bread for the children and all that. And one day he told me, he said, I don't condone it, but I can understand how a man wants to leave when he can't provide for his family because you turn into feeling like just another mouth to feed.
Yeah, that's a
You become another kid.
Right. You the biggest kid in the house. So then I guess in first person, if that's your issue, you being insecure as a man about your financial standing may pick at the way you feel about being masculine in the house.
So a man pretty much feels like their masculinity is tied to their wage.
Because the way they're treated.
A man's masculinity is not tied to his wage. It's tied to, honestly, how he feels useful. I think a lot of, and again, this is personal opinion. I think, all men are men. It's just men. But I think deep down for men, feeling useful, knowing he's useful is important. Not just having a job. Not the point of just having a job, making the money. It's like he knows he's being useful. He knows he's needed. That's the thing where that's, in my opinion, that is what's being a man. Being needed. Being useful. Having someone like see your usefulness. This is the thing where honestly a lot of young men, I believe, they're directionless because they feel useless. Like the world doesn't need them. Now this is the thing where it's not just becoming useful in your household. No. It's useful however it is. This is a thing where one of the things why I love this channel and growing my my follower is that I feel like I'm contributing, maybe even a small way, in the support for other men. So it's not really about women. It's like I'm feeling like my usefulness in like encouraging, supporting other men's struggle, giving other men voices, giving maybe a small group of men voice, giving a small group of men some maybe, I don't know, different sense of opinions, whatever. So I think that's a big thing that a lot of men are missing. They feel useless. That's the thing. A lot of men feel useless. They have no direction. They have no goals, no sense of purpose. And I think that's affecting a lot of men. So it's not necessarily tied to his wage, but it's more, again, the core of it is feeling useful, feeling needed. Because I think, personal opinion is still, it goes back to our roots where, men are the hunters. They are the ones to support their clan, their tribe, because they're going out and endangering their life to help sustain the tribe around them, the community around them. So
through that, I'm not going to say all women, but the experiences that men have had, well, black men have had, is what can you do for me? And if you can't do anything for me, you're not deserving of what I can give to you, like love and stability and all of the good stuff. Yeah. So I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a internal thing for a man to want to provide and protect, and when you can't provide and protect, you don't feel like a man.
You feel less of a man.
And that is why it was so easy for and waiting to exhale when the mom was like, "You got a good man, Savannah."
Yeah. Savannah, that's a good man.
Because he has a job, and
he wasn't shit.
That's all it is needing a job. I think that you guys are some amazing men.
Thank you.
And that's because y'all are surrounded by some amazing women. Thank you guys for joining the Random Lounge Cast. We will be back again sooner than you know.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So, like she said, the Random Lounge Cast. It's cool that they're Philly. Sounds like they're from Philly. So, I like supporting. It's nice to support, random, I guess, small time channels and other Philly creators. So I think it's really cool. Hope they do well. What do you guys think of that one? What do you guys think of that one? So we have another one. This is yeah, I mean, I'm trying to show a bit of support to some Philly creators. So I think it's cool. There's some. I'm no one big, so it's not like it's much of support. But check out some Philly, some Philly blood. So that's cool. So we're checking out this Pop the Balloon reunion episode. Now, Pop the Balloons one haven't been that popular for my views, but it's okay. It's interesting. But the sit down episodes, I saw some clips. I thought they were pretty interesting, so figured why not? Let's react to them, because some of it they seem pretty spicy to react to. So I figured why not? Let's check it out. Yeah, you know what? That's the thing. I'm hoping. I've only had one video that had reached 15K. That's amazing. So this is why I'm grinding. I'm continuously grinding. Even though I'm tired from work or whatever, I am still pumping out videos every day, pumping out live stream, every other day and so, because this is my grind. I want to become as big as I can. Not saying I will become big, but as big as I can to, spread the word, build this community, support my brothers, be a voice to some of my brothers. So, hopefully this is a journey that we all enjoy. So, but let's check this one out.
Hey, make some noise, y'all. Yes, we made it through another 10 episodes. So that was episode 11 through 20. Okay, and y'all all were a big part of it. So big up yourself, okay? Y'all did great. So obviously, before we start getting into all these juicy topics, I know y'all are ready. Look, Chanel said, oh yeah, girl, yes. So before we get into all these juicy topics, great discussions, whatever we're gonna get into, I do wanna go ahead and bring out my amazing husband, the producer of this show, our very own BM.
Welcome to Pop the Balloon or Find Love with Aletta Mully. Season 2 reunion. Yes. That is 20 consistent episodes. It's a big achievement, so we're here now.
I know.
Now, first thing first, I want to thank our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing us with everything that we have. Amen. I will not be shy about praising his name. He is the way of life. Next, I want to thank, obviously, my wife. Wonderful, wonderful host. She's been absolutely amazing. She's just, every single episode, she's shining. She does a fantastic job at everything that she does, so I want to give a big round of applause for her once again. I also want to thank all of our supporters, everyone that supports us, everyone that comes on the show to try to find love, everyone that watches us and shares our videos. We thank you. We only focus on people who support us.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. Next up, I also want to say that we do have a podcast out right now. Head over to my channel where you can watch exclusive interviews. I will be putting out some exclusive behind-the-scenes footages as well, so make sure you're logged onto both channels. Both of these channels will be working together, so make sure you are subscribed to both channels.
My name is James with James Gourmet Pies.
You kind of look like Coming to America right now.
I do have a rotation, but it's...
I see you used to dealing with peasants, so you don't know when you see a king.
Why did you end up popping your balloon?
Honestly, it's because of the police.
Your first one is given. Your second one, the mistake is on you.
You look like something that I might go, out back and take myself up top to, so I didn't know.
What does that mean?
You look like a porn star or something like that.
What makes you wake up every day and want to do what you do?
My cat.
You who?
My cat. That is who makes me happy.
I think Glorilla's beautiful.
I'm dark skinned. I think more like Kelly Rowland, but I appreciate the compliment.
That's fine as well.
Gracias.
Gracias. Okay, so that was, like we saw, it was a great season. Thank you all, first of all, for coming on, and thank you all for being here today as well. To go ahead and kick it off, as we saw in episode 12, there was someone who was just the king of marketing. Okay? I think we all kind of know who we're talking about over here. Every time we got to him, we were like, man, he's about to put himself on. So just to kind of go ahead and take a recap, let's go ahead and see what this man's journey was like on his episode.
My name is James with James Gourmet Pies. James with James Gourmet Pies. I'm James with James Gourmet Pies, 37.
Okay, let's go on over here. If we can have your name and age.
My name is James Gourmet Pies. Facebook, Instagram, check me out.
Yo, hope you get some good kills. Good kills, Skull.
James Gourmet Pies, 37.
Find a match, or you're like, you know what, I'm gonna come on there and just put my business out there.
Yo, Skull, when you come back, tell me what you're playing. You're playing COD or Fortnite?
Was that the goal?
Definitely. I was really looking for something serious.
Okay.
And
I was like,
everybody,
where we going with this? Tell us so.
In the comment section, they've been coming at my top paws. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So as far as like everyone else, when you watch that episode, what did you guys think of James? Like, what did you guys believe that he was there for love, or you guys feel like he was there just to market himself?
Both.
I feel like I needed to taste one of his pies expeditiously.
That's what I wanted to do. I was just like, I want to try these pies.
Okay.
So even though the intent was not for him to.
Okay, so James, you actually brought up Driva, who was on your episode. Driva, when you came out, unfortunately, you didn't find a match either. And one of the main reasons that people ended up hopping on you was something kind of a little silly when we look back at it. But I mean, I guess at the time it was a big deal. But let's go ahead and see what it was that everyone ended up popping on.
Hi, I'm Driva.
Driva, okay, how old are you?
I'm above 30.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
How old did you say you were?
33.
33? Okay, yeah. How old did you say you were?
36.
36?
How old are you?
Above 30.
Above 30?
Mm-hmm.
You're not confident in it?
I'm waiting for my husband to have a kid.
Okay.
Yet she asked everyone their age, and she was vague about hers. It's ridiculous.
Because I didn't tell my age, y'all.
Yeah.
Look, Braylon already ready to interject. Yeah,
You playing games. What you playing for?
Okay, so Drivas, it seemed like you focused a lot on the men's age, but then when it came to you, you were like above 30, like you didn't want to disclose yours at all. You kind of explained it a little bit, but do you want to kind of get into it?
You know what, y'all? I'm so sorry. If I could go back, I would just go ahead and tell the age. I didn't know that it was going to be a big thing. My bad. Like, if I could go back in time, y'all, I would just say my age because I didn't know it was going to be a big thing like that.
So how old are you?
35, y'all. 35. Internet, I am 35.
You can't come on a show like this disclosing information. Do you got?
But hell, it's hell. The internet bullied me. 35.
You're still
Damn.
young. I mean, you're
Damn.
still young.
But yeah.
And I'll say for me, like, I didn't care what age you were. You know what I mean? Like,
thank you,
somebody bring me a toothpick for my individual balloon. Now she's talking about later down.
But Driva, I want to talk about something. I wanted you to stand on your age, right? Because it really doesn't matter how old you are. We don't care about that, right? But that's something important for a man to know.
We do care.
When we dating and we're asking these particular questions. So it doesn't really matter if you're 35. You could be 45. If we want to get at you, we're going to get at you. No question.
And you look good.
Period.
Thank you.
See? But you already took it back. You said, when I come back, I'm going to say my age.
Stand on that age.
Yes.
Stand on that age.
That's quarter of the night. Stand on that age.
Okay, all right. Well, our next person we're going to talk about also got a lot of comments. You know, a lot of people were saying like, oh, this girl has no self-confidence. You know, she keeps popping on assumptions, this, that, and the third. Let's take a look at who that could have possibly been.
I didn't mean to pop it, but
Oh, you didn't mean to pop it.
no, I have arthritis. Like my hands are bad, and like it accidentally, literally, just popped. But I feel like you probably want a girl that's more like clean.
Why you
cut.
assuming that? Why you assuming?
And I'm just more edgier. I already know you're not gonna like it, but my last relationship was New Year's, January. So that's just.
So you popped because you assumed that I wasn't gonna like it?
Yeah, because it's so recent, and the other women, you know, it's been a couple years, and.
Then why would you even go on?
No, that ain't no
You know
reason.
the healing process. I'm not the best cook.
Okay.
And I dated a real estate agent before, and it just kind of clashed because I work more in entertainment music industry.
Sounds like a woman that has a lot of baggage. Great. It sounds like a woman that has a lot of baggage. It's like, and she looks like she has a lot of baggage.
Okay, Zola. So after looking back, you know, at your time on Pop the Balloon, I don't know if you were able to see any of the comments, but a lot of like the viewers were like, why did she come on the show if, you know, all she was going to do is pop on people based off of her own assumptions? You know, no one ever said this, but she was popping on them. Like, were you able to like see that when you went back and watched it, or what were your thoughts on that?
I got thousands of messages, emails. I mean, positive and negative. I just try to focus on the light and.
Personal opinion, anybody that has face tattoos, I think they have serious mental problems. I really do. I think they have serious mental problems. Let alone if they have a whole lot of tattoos, I really think they have some kind of issues.
Positive side of things, you know, and it was just it was so much like comments on everything, not just that, the insecurity, like just me like being a stripper and maybe not.
A stripper, right? It's like, you know what? These women are so easy to read a lot of times. It's like you can tell the trauma.
Sometimes I like regret saying that I was a stripper, because it's just like I know what comes with it. So people just think like, oh, you're a stripper part-time, so how are you looking for love? How are you like even a woman of God? Like, it's just like all these things. Like, no, I'm still a woman of God.
What? How are you a woman of God?
And like I still want love and things like that, but it's just like overwhelming, like all the messages. Oh.
So I have a question.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I don't know what to say right now.
Yeah. Do you feel like your job is keeping you single? Like, do you get in your head about it? Like, is that something that prevents you from putting yourself out there? Do you feel like?
No, like when I'm every day I'm working in the music industry. I'm in the studio. I'm around celebrities every day. Like, I'm really working in the entertainment industry. So what I mean by entertainment industry is music, modeling, and acting, and being a boss that I am, and like a woman of God. The stripping that's just a 9-to-5 side hustle.
How's stripping a 9-to-5? And I swear to God, the red flag being around entertainment. In my opinion, women that's around entertainers and stuff like that, they're automatic red flags.
To me once in a while, once in a blue moon. That's not my life.
Okay.
You know, so it's just. I
respect your transparency on that, because you didn't have to say that.
Exactly.
So when you
That's
come
why
in looking
I'm
for
like-
love, you're putting that transparency out there, you're putting that truth out there and hoping a man accept that. So I respect that.
It's like I want to be honest and genuine and open about all areas of my life. But that's.
I personally don't respect it, because you are not ready to be dating. You are not really mentally well to be dating, and you're not in a place to be dating.
It's not my life. Like when I'm going to events and I'm networking with people, I don't say, "Oh, I'm a stripper." When I grow up, I want to be a stripper. No.
You said that's a 9-to-5 side hustle.
Yes, like that's
8
just
hours.
a job to me. Like I haven't been in the club for like 2 months now. Like that's once in a while here and there, you know? But every day my life is music, creating. Like I go to church every Sunday, you know? But that's probably hard to believe just because I said that. But the first thing that I said, if you watch the show, the first thing I said is,
This is why I say church every Sunday. You think she represents modesty? It's like, this is why I consistently always say, women that say, I want a God-fearing man, women that spew church stuff, modern day women that do that, they're red flags, because in all honesty, they do not represent the teachings of God. In what way, in what world do women like this represent the teachings of God? Just because they have faith tattooed on their face? Just because they, say they go to church? I mean, it's like, seriously, church is not the most, greatest place to worship God nowadays. It's really not. It's like really just a whole bunch of hypocrisies.
I'm a recording artist. That's my life every single day. Like I just dropped a song with Casey Veggies. Like
I don't think it's hard to believe that you go to church and you're a dancer.
It's hard.
I think as a woman, you got to do what you got to do to still provide. And who is anybody to judge you for building an income? The fact that that doesn't define who you are. It just,
but it's just like I get it. Like I get it because I'm being realistic with everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like the lineup of men, you know, that were truck drivers and this and that. I'm just being realistic and genuine because I was that hypocrite. I wasn't a stripper my whole life. Like I started very late in my life, probably like 27 years old, 28 years old.
But the work that you do does kind of define who you are, just like if you find out.
No, it don't. It don't. But I will say, like, it gave me.
It 100% does.
The confidence. You definitely have to be confident to just be in the music industry, to perform, to do all these things. You got to have some level of confidence.
I get it, but we're talking about
People just focused on that, and I really wish they didn't focus on that, because it's just like, I'm more than a pretty face. I'm more than just some stripper. That's just some job to me.
It's kind of hard to not to
That's
focus on
not-
that, because if I'm a man and I'm looking for love, I wouldn't
Then
want
take
a
me
woman.
out of it. Like that. Hey, that would be great if I could have a man that's a
I want to interject
provider.
really quick because
Take me out of that.
Yeah. So as far as that stripping thing, you know, a little traumatized, but no, I would say being
And I'm
honest about it.
traumatized as well,
Trust
just
me,
being
we
a
going
black
through the same
woman
thing.
in the industry, music industry, and what I've been through.
I get it, the entertainment business, trust me. But what I'm saying is this: the fact that you
Then don't be in it. You don't say that. Oh, I'm in the entertainment industry. That's my job. That's my passion, and I'm traumatized by it. You chose it. So now you want to scream victimhood?
are honest about it, as long as you have to lead with that. You know what I mean? I know you're saying like, oh, I did it 2 months ago, whatever the case is. But when you talk to someone, they're gonna feel like it's right now. You know what I mean? So as long as you're transparent
And
and
that's why I popped my balloon, because
Then
being
why you be on
realistic, most likely I'm gonna work with a guy that's working in the entertainment industry. So when I say entertainment, I'm not saying male porn star, male stripper, no.
Well, I
Music
was-
industry, sports, they're most likely gonna understand me more.
Well, you're
because
saying-
it goes hand.
But they're not. This is the thing where women are. Women prove their lack of intelligence. Because seriously, do you think those men will be faithful? It's like, what do you think the rappers are gonna do? Marry you? You think the athletes are gonna see you as wifey material? Come on.
Hand in hand. Like
No, I get what you're saying with that, but
Cardi
just-
B, like I look up to that.
You're saying, but that's why you popped your balloon.
You look up to Cardi B, the woman who recently got divorced from her rapper husband, who's now a baby mama. Really? You can see, you can feel the red flags flapping in your face.
Balloon, but it's almost, I won't say like a coward way, but you popped your balloon with the preconceived notion that yours is going to get popped instead of allowing it to see what's going to
No,
happen. It's
either
like you
if they
shoot yourself in the foot
it doesn't
before it
matter
even
if the
starts.
balloon got popped or not. I'm not gonna go on a date because I didn't feel a deep connection with anybody.
How you feel a deep
And-
connection in 30 seconds?
Okay, like not even that. The physical attraction wasn't there. You know, I'm just going off like women intuition.
Have you seen the rappers? It's like,
But what I'm
Feel me?
saying,
Like,
doesn't it
I
feel,
just-
isn't it like a shot
I
in the
don't
foot?
see
You're like not
maybe
even trying.
one date. Yeah, sure, you know, but I can't see further than that. And I'm 31 years old, and just based off experience, you know, dating guys that are outside of the entertainment industry, they try to change me or they try to judge me, like
So that's
what you're doing right now.
That's the preconceived notion. No, we're not judging you at all. We're just bringing to light on what men think and what a lot of men
And
saw
that's
you
why,
as.
like, the
But not all
entertainment
men
industry
think like
is
that.
gonna be more
The majority.
understanding.
But not
and I'm
all.
more
it's like she constantly talking about the entertainment industry. This woman is absolutely, she has some issues.
more comfortable with
Yeah,
that.
but the thing is that you guys
Exactly.
don't know how men think because you're
It's
not
not
a man.
even
Y'all
stripping,
simple though, to be
like-
honest. Y'all simple men.
Again, you
and
don't-
there's women that dance in the strip club and they find a whole husband. There's like
Those
artists like Cash
outliers-
Doll in the entertainment
they're
industry.
outliers in
And she
everything.
find her a partner.
There's so
Honey,
many
don't let
women in
nobody
this
define
industry
you or
that
judge you,
they're
honestly.
not even
Do what you
open
gotta
about
do.
it. Are you crazy? Most of these women are married. They're in relationships. They're going to college. You know, I just hate that people assume like, oh, you're a stripper, so you're not smart. I get it because I was that hypocrite. In my younger days, I never smoked. I never drank. I was the hypocrite that was saying, oh, I would never dance. Like that's degrading to women. Like. But you just can never say never. Like, you just never know how life is going to turn out for you for any situation. So, like, I get it. But I'm being realistic, and I'm letting those guys.
Money for somebody, but don't let any man make you feel bad about what you do and why you do it, because you know why you do it.
Because it's not my life.
Exactly.
My life is.
When I met you, you're
working
very
in
humble.
music.
You're very humble. You're very beautiful, and you're very sweet. I didn't even know you were a dancer. So next
Exactly, because
time,
I don't go out there, hey, I'm a. It's like another thing.
Yeah.
There's different levels to
To
this.
things.
There's strippers, there's prostitutes, there's escorts. No, I'm just a stripper here and
Are you
there.
ashamed of it?
This is not every day.
Are you ashamed of it?
No, I'm not ashamed of it. It's just, it's not my life. Like, I just see it as, it's just here and there.
So
All right,
my
let's
life
go
is
ahead
music.
and let's go ahead and move on to our next topic then. So, Braylon, during your episode, seems like you had a lot to say, and some of the things you said caused a lot of controversy. The comments were going crazy on you. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of your clips. Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
Initially, I thought that she was beautiful, but it was too much weave. The toes hanging off the shoes for me. So yeah, I just kind of the toes like she gripping the side of the shoe. Could I like to smile?
Thank you.
It's the hair, man. It's too much weave. It's a lot going on. She said she was from Kenya, and I get a lot of scam calls, and I just don't want to be dealing with that. And it's the accent. I feel like I'm gonna be saying, "Huh? What you say?"
Okay.
All right. So, Braylon, stomping on the balloon. What was that about?
That's how I felt.
So we gave you pics. Was that not good enough?
Activity. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Stomping on the balloon.
Yeah,
like you stomped on
I
it.
had to stand on business.
Wow.
Yeah.
At 37,
Okay.
stomping on balloons?
That's what I
That's
want
clown
to do.
activity, man.
You said what?
That's clown activity.
Hey, you 50 and you on the show. That's clown activity. But you know, we all trying to have a good time.
But guess what though? I don't look 40.
I don't mad at it, man.
You heard me? And I got all my hair. Take the hat off.
I don't. the
You said
know
he was
what?
catfishing, huh?
I'm happy, but you got a spray on hairline, my boy. You don't want to do that with me. That's one thing you don't want to do. With
He mad
joke
because he
around
don't
with
have
me,
no
shorty.
hair. I got the hair.
Hold on. Nobody can say anything if he got a size 22 waistline. You a grown ass man, my boy. Don't do that with me.
22 waistline?
Okay, yes, that's what you got on. That's one thing you don't want to do with me. You got them skinny small jeans on. Stay in your lane, my boy.
What lane is that? What you talking about? Stay in your lane. I got my own lane. I'm covering it.
Skinny small jeans. Be easy.
I'm top tier. You bottom tier.
I just want to say, you sat here to most of
go ahead,
those
I'm sorry.
women, and you were telling those women that they had too much weave. But you've been sitting here on my girl since she been here,
I've been
and the hair is the same.
I've been talking to her.
Oh, okay, I'm just
Just
wondering.
like
I'm confused.
just like I've been talking to all the other ones.
You got a crush on me?
when I was on there.
So, Braylon, are you typically, that straightforward with people in like person when you meet them? Like you'll tell them like, "Ooh, I'm not gonna talk to you because your toes hanging off," and like.
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. I just won't talk to them. But we on a show,
Right.
and they come out, and you guys asking us for our opinion. And to be honest with you, this stuff is about clicks.
No, it's not.
I mean, okay, in a sense.
For you, it
we
is.
want. Okay. We looking for the clicks. We looking for the honesty. I wanted to stand out in a sense, but I definitely wanted to be honest on how I felt, though.
Okay.
When the roles are reversed and the women are judging us in a sense, all the guys can understand that. They tell us one thing is that our height. Pretty sure you can understand that, young man. It's our height. We can't change that. But a woman can change about how she wears her hair. And I can feel how I want to feel if I like this woman or if I don't like this woman. And we only get 20 seconds with them. So it's not enough for me to be like, well, even though she wears weave, I still like her, what's inside of her and things of that nature. No, we just going off the physical. And if the physical doesn't attract me, then I have to say, because you tell us what to say.
Oh, I do not tell you what to say.
So can I ask
tell us
a
what to
question?
say.
Those words came out of your own mouth. I
Tell us
simply
what
ask
to
a
say.
question.
I'm like, can I ask a question? What are you looking for? What's your
For a man,
type?
he need a man weave.
So, okay, Braylon. So you
He
said.
need a man weave.
Yo, this man is in his feelings. This bro was in his feelings. He was triggered.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. So, Braylon, you said you
Like,
came
because you
on.
don't-
Guys, please hold on 1 second.
No, respectfully.
So you're saying it's for clicks. So are you saying you came on just to get a viral moment?
No,
Is that-
I'm sorry. I misspoke when I said that.
Okay.
I meant to say like it's you want to be different in some ways and things of that nature.
Okay.
So this is how Ohio gets down?
Not at all. Shout out to Ohio.
Cleveland.
What's your type? Though I would love to know.
I want to know.
I love
To cut people down to be different, though.
No, we wanted to be honest. I've seen many episodes of this show, and like I said, the first thing that a woman would say is talk about a man's height and things of that nature. And it's like, yo, we can't do anything about our height.
But what
See
are
why
you
it was
doing in that
nice?
moment? It's
why
your
it was nice.
moment.
He was
Yes, and I'm
prejudging
being
you
honest
guys.
about my moment. If I don't like the weave, that's what I don't like.
So what do you like?
I like a natural woman. I love a natural woman. I love someone that's soft. I love a woman that basks in her femininity. I love a woman that loves to cook, and I love a woman who likes to love on me. I like what likes me. And I'm used to women like my grandmother, my mom. They didn't wear weave and things like that.
Okay, look.
They didn't have weed back
Right,
in your
'cause
granny
we're
days,
talking
for
about
real.
look.
I'm saying.
Let's stay on looks here.
Yeah, that's what
Look,
I love a
you
natural
went into
woman.
cooking. Okay, we all can cook. I mean, we better know how to cook. We got to eat. What's your look type?
I can't. It's not a certain look.
It has to be because you're popping on weave.
I say that I don't like weave.
But we love to wear weave, honey.
Yes, and y'all wear weave for each other. Y'all don't wear weave for us. I guarantee you, probably if it's 5 guys, 3 to 4 of us don't like weave, but we'll take it though because that's what y'all do. But we don't prefer that stuff. Y'all wear that to be in competition with each other.
You are so fake. He is really delusional.
That's real.
That is so
I'm sorry. Hey, if the brothers up here don't step up and say,
This boy knows how to push buttons.
y'all better not.
We wear it for ourselves.
He pushes the women's button. He pushes this little man's button.
There's nothing wrong with weed.
We just
but
like to have fun.
It's not like, I mean, some dudes just don't care. Like, you get your hair done, it's not really for us. It's not a make or break thing for a lot of
You saying this? We like to have fun. Y'all doing it for y'all. It's not. It's not for us.
For ourselves, not to be in competition.
Yeah,
It's for y'all.
Do you put on a chain to be in competition with another man?
No, anybody. No.
Okay,
No.
yeah. So that's not how it is for how we choose to wear our hair and nails. It's not competition.
We're talking about hair. We're talking about.
Yeah, but that's for us. That's not in competition.
And she's asked me, what do I like?
Yeah.
I have a right to have.
You do.
My,
You do.
But you could have kept the part when you said
You
that
said we do it for competition. Yeah.
You ladies do it for yourself. Y'all
When
don't
y'all
do
get
it.
your hair done, who's the first one to compliment you on your hair? Another woman, right? Most likely.
My daddy.
Hey,
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move
being a
on.
truth teller. I'm sorry.
Yes, we heard you, Braylon. We heard you. So, Shayna,
Hey,
you ready?
I'm ready.
So obviously, accountability was a word that was thrown around a lot during your segment. When they were referring to you, they were calling you purple dress. All through the comments. So let's see what people were talking about and why they said that.
Yeah, why are you single?
Oh, okay. We'll still ask.
You are handsome. You're definitely my type. I just did not like the question. I feel like when men ask that sometimes, they're trying to find something wrong. And I'm single because I'm single. I haven't met the person. I just didn't like the question.
From your last relationship, name one thing that you did wrong and one thing that he did wrong.
I'm not answering that.
Okay.
Lack of accountability.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, I thought it was so cute.
So Shayna, what do you have to say, about the comment saying you just have a lack of accountability, you didn't want to take any type of accountability
Nothing new for women.
when it came to some of these questions? What do you have to say about that?
Okay, so honestly, when I filmed the episode, I left there on such a high. I was like, oh my gosh, this was so fun. And I even spoke to my match, Jeremiah, and a couple that we went out with. I'm like, they're gonna drag me a little bit because I wasn't answering some questions, but I didn't know it was gonna be to that extent. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all came from my life. And I know I can't go back and fix the past. I can only grow from what happened. When I first was reading the comments, I was like, no, but I had to sit down and think about it. If 2,000-3,000 people are saying something, I have to change something, I had to fix something. So I went back and watched the episode, and if I could have changed something, I would have answered the questions. One of my mistakes that I made going on the show was I live a somewhat private life, and I'm going on a public platform, and thought that I didn't have to answer certain stuff, and I learned that was a big mistake. I'm a very accountable person, but so my match on the show, which was Jeremiah, shout out to Jeremiah. I could honestly, I did apologize to him after the show that I should have given him the opportunity to pop if I didn't want to pop my balloon. I should have let that up to him. And then after the show, I did answer the question answer his question. And the first guy that asked, why am I single? I could have answered that question too. So, I'm watching the episode, and I got a lot of positive feedback and I got a lot of negative feedback, and I can only grow from what happened. So yeah.
Okay, all right. So just to open it up to everyone.
Yeah, that's the biggest red flag ever. The very first thing you should ask someone when you're talking, especially I'm talking to dudes, is like, what happened in your previous relationship and what did you do for that? We had that conversation about what I did. I mean, aside from the show I'm talking about. But, and then I had a conversation with Chanel about that, but that's the first question. What did you do for that relationship to quote unquote not work? Because most, and no feminist type stuff, I'm not saying, but most women or most people would just say, oh, it's just the guy, he did this. No, and that's a red flag in itself. If they can't say one thing what's hard about dating you? That's a question you should ask anyone you're speaking to. And if you can't answer that, what's hard about dating, you can't say one thing that's hard about dating you, stay away from that woman.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, let me address him before you speak. I do agree with you, and like I said, I learned from this experience. And if you guys remember, I did say we both did something wrong. It wasn't just him, it wasn't just me, it was both of us collective. But in that moment, it's action. Cameras are, none of this was rehearsed. Y'all, when we go on this show, Arlette don't meet us with us in the bag, this is what's gonna happen. It's literally action, and that was the first thing that came to my mind. Let me finish. When I spoke to Jeremiah, and I did answer the question. I'm not perfect, I have fallen.
you know? And I do take accountability that I did do things wrong in my past relationship. If I could go back and fix it, you know, and I apologize to everybody that I did get upset, I would have answered the question. There's no way that I said I was perfect. I didn't do anything wrong. Did not say that one time. So people that are saying I'm a red flag because of that.
Nobody is perfect,
Yeah, no one
including
is,
you, honey.
Yeah, no one is perfect, you know? And I apologize to my match. You know, I can only grow from the situation, so.
Who's asking about perfection? This is a thing where only women think about perfection. Majority of men aren't thinking about perfection. They're not hoping for you to be perfect. But they're hoping for, you know what? You're not always, everything you do, every point of view you have is a blame on men. That's what men are hoping for when they ask shit like that. Is that you can actually have some self-reflection. That you are not perfect. And you recognize that. You recognize your imperfection. That's the thing where, that's the idiocy of a lot of women's point of view. No men, or majority of men, are not asking for perfection. They're asking you, they're asking you to at least acknowledge flaws and to not blame others for your, mistakes or your misfortunes or whatever. To not blame others, to recognize that, you know what? You contribute to your life. Surprise, surprise.
I did say what I did wrong and what he did wrong, and we both moved on from the situation.
Absolutely.
Real quick follow-up. So, but you're saying like, oh, none of this is rehearsed. When you're saying, oh, all these cameras and stuff, well, why wouldn't your first reaction be to tell the truth?
Okay, so I didn't lie. I did not lie. In that moment, I was the only one. So I'm addressing the moment with me and Jeremiah. I was the only one who still had my balloon at that moment. The only person. And when he asked me that question, it was honestly, it was just me guarding my heart in that moment because I was in a room full of strangers. I didn't know anyone, and that was just me protecting myself in that moment. And I didn't feel like it was like a safe environment for me to open up myself in that manner. I didn't know anyone to just start saying stuff about me. Had I had gone back, I would have absolutely answered the question. It was nothing bad. It was nothing scary. You know what I mean? I was just really guarding myself in that moment, and it didn't turn out the way I thought it would have turned out. You know, but moving forward,
I can tell you this: another problem with dating women that's been through a lot. The traumas, the walls men need to break, guarding herself. Now, I'm not saying I don't understand she's guarding herself. But that's the thing where that's the difficulty of dating women who's been through a lot, who has a lot of life experience, who now they need to guard themselves. Right? It's like they're mistrusting of men, which is, I'm not saying that it's not reasonable to mistrust men because, I get it. You've been traumatized, but here's the thing. You have chose those men that traumatize you. That's so this is a lot of men see that you chose these men that traumatize you, and now other men have to deal with the actions or whatever other men have done to you. You're putting that on other men's shoulders. That's not great.
if that question is asked to me again, I will answer it.
So we're on a public platform, so we're looking for transparency.
I agree.
So when they ask the question, and the first thing you do is pop, in my mind automatically is you ran.
Yeah, I agree. I can't say what you're saying is wrong because I did run in that moment. Like I said, if I was able to do it again, I would have let Jeremiah pop the balloon. I wouldn't have popped it or the other guy. So they're telling us to move forward. So I hope I did answer your question. You guys, I am very accountable. I have people around me who keeps me accountable. The picture that was painted was not me, but I grew from the situation. I learned if you live a private life, do not go on a public platform.
Well spoken. Can I just say one thing, like just in your defense, with everything you said, coming out in front of people, you don't know anyone, just that question, why are you single? Women, we just don't like it. We'll answer it, but sometimes when we get that question on the phone, it's like, I don't want to talk about that right now. There's nothing wrong with having that conversation.
It's because they don't want accountability. A lot of women, in my opinion, they break up because they're bored. They break up because they're bored. They break up because there's no real, any kind of special reason. Not because he cheated on you, not because he lied to you. Now, I'm not saying every case, but I'm saying, I think in general, just because they're bored of the man. They're tired of him. He doesn't do it for them anymore.
But sometimes timing is important when you ask that question. And when a guy approaches a woman and be like, man, you look good, you got everything, why are you single?
It's like translation.
I don't want to talk about that
What's
right
wrong
now.
with you?
My
Yeah, it's
answer
like
to that, why
translation.
we're single, because we were God made Adam, and when he made Adam, he made Eve. He didn't make Eve and Samantha and Sarah and multiple women. He made Adam with Eve, one person. So when we're living in this life, when there's multiple people and it's kind of hard to maneuver to find your person, you found your person. Both of you put in the work to find that.
Right, so,
but a lot
so
of us
when-
have to put in that work
So
to
when
find
I
our
asked
person.
though, why are you single? It's simple to say, I just haven't found my person.
And that's what I said. That's exactly what I said too. Maybe I shouldn't have popped. You know, and like I said, it's like men are trying to find something wrong with us. I'm single because like I said, I haven't met my match. I haven't met my soulmate.
This is the thing. Great, you haven't met your match. You're not a virgin. You're not a virgin. So why weren't the men that you gave your body to, why weren't those men your match? Why were they your match enough to get your body, yet not long-term relationships? That's why. So understand, maybe because she's combative, maybe because she cheated, maybe because she's, I don't know, high expectations, but break rules for, shitty men. It's all good to know.
Yeah. And I believe that God is keeping him somewhere for me, and I'm okay on waiting.
Yeah.
You know, and
I feel like that
I
answer
should have.
is already there. Like,
Yeah.
why would you ask somebody why you single?
Because
like,
not everybody's on that.
What you want me
Not
to tell you? Oh,
everybody-
because I beat up my boyfriend?
Right.
Like, I don't know what you want to hear when you ask that. Why you single? You
Tell
know?
the truth. We want the truth.
But so, what do you mean the truth?
I got 5 kids, and it's hard for
It's a
somebody to
struggle,
accept
right?
that.
So that's what you want somebody to say?
Yes.
We want the truth.
Yes.
I see.
We want
We
transparency.
want transparency.
That's it.
I got
Got
5
it.
kids.
Why are you guys single?
Why are you
We're
single?
matched.
Yeah, we're quiet.
We're matched
Well,
already.
I'm just a difference.
Ready, so my match is here.
Why were you single before?
Same reason, not finding your person.
That's true.
And then being open to finding the right person.
See, when I answered like
Why don't
I
you just know
answered.
that a
Because we
person
don't
is
know you.
single
Because we don't know you. We're just meeting you.
If you're intelligent enough to
Right.
know that a person hasn't found their person yet,
We don't know
then you're
their
intelligent
story.
to know why someone's
So
single.
I'm
They
supposed to
ain't
look
found
at
their
you and know
person.
your story automatically. We don't have to ask you questions to get to know you. That's what the
Yeah,
questions
you can
are
ask
for.
questions, but at the end of the day,
Asking
what's
questions, that's what dating is.
like,
Asking questions.
at the end of the
What
day,
have you been
like,
through? What's your experience? What's your story? Why are you single?
See if they're crazy, basically.
that's different. That's different. But the question why you
extra
single
deep,
on the
just have a
popular
conversation.
shows, like, what you want me to do? Tell you on the popular balloon why I'm
It's
single?
communication. Tell me the truth. Just talk to me. Let me know me.
Timing.
Don't try to overthink
Timing.
it like, nah, it ain't that
Timing.
deep. Tell me
It's
exactly.
timing, period.
You don't, but
It's timing.
you know what to expect from this show.
It's
You know
timing.
what to expect. You came on the show and you're.
All right, so then don't get mad if somebody choose not to answer a question on the show.
You cannot. You're on a public
always have
platform.
to
We're on the
decline.
All right, y'all. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. This is Mike's topic, which is a good segue because we're moving on to our lovely engaged couple here. Let's give it up for them. All right. So obviously, Mike and Kay, you guys are our first Pop the Balloon or Find Love engaged couple, and we are so happy for y'all. Let's go ahead and see your journey and what it took for you guys to get to where you are today.
I just want to know where you were from, and then how do you feel about men with kids?
I'm from Dallas, Texas,
Okay.
and I would prefer him not to have kids because I don't have kids. But I'm open-minded.
You didn't let her finish.
She says she would prefer, so I don't want her to settle. I want her to get exactly what she wants.
I feel that. I appreciate that.
I have 2 children, so 19, 14. I'm very interested. If anything, I think you're very beautiful. I like the way you carry yourself. You said you're big on health, stuff like that. I'm into that. So I would have kept, but I mean, maybe I should have held on, let you make the decision. But
Yeah,
at the
also
same time,
I'm open-minded, but
Okay. I mean, I'll take a balloon back and then I'll let you make the decision.
yeah, get your balloon
Okay.
back.
Can we get a balloon back? Let's get a balloon back.
You didn't even let me finish.
I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and I don't feel like I'm rushing it. I feel like it's natural. So, I mean, honestly.
Are you serious? Oh,
Nicole, I love you deeply, man. And we are moving at our own pace, regardless of anybody else's opinion. You are a special woman, man. And when a man knows, he knows. And I believe from the bottom of my heart that you are my person, my best friend, the person I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with, and just have a good time, man. We just enjoy this ride together, man. So will you do me the honor and be my wife?
Yes. I'm crying. Oh my God. Wow, that was so beautiful.
Did you know you was gonna do that?
Okay, hold on, y'all. So obviously, Mike, you're a man of you are a man of like words.
Look, man,
Yeah.
I'm a poet, but you know the words just came naturally, man. It's easy to just express yourself when the sentiment is genuine. So, you know, the K's a beautiful woman, just a great person in general. So, you know, I mean every word, and we've been rocking ever since. So.
That's good. That's good. So I'm not gonna lie. When y'all first walked off on Pop the Balloon, I was a little unsure about you guys. I was like, dang, I don't know, man. he popped, and she's not sure about the kids. You know, whatever
The way
it is.
he grabbed my hands when we walked off, he wasn't sure.
I wasn't sure. But so, you know, obviously he initially popped because he does have kids. Have the kids, how's that been like for you? I know because at first you were a little iffy about it. How has it been?
Oh, it's been good for me.
Okay.
I mean, it's my co-parenting situation has always been good. My kids are a little bit older, so it's never really any issues. And then the kids are older, they welcome K in, and just, you know, they're teenagers. As long as they're happy, everybody's happy, I'm happy, then it's been a good situation. So.
Yeah, the family, both of our families have been very supportive so far. So
Good. So speaking of your families, how was it? Were they shocked that you guys, you know, because how long after you guys met did you get engaged?
it was about a month and a couple weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I knew after like 2 weeks, you know, what I was going.
Now, I guess is a great example of dating with purpose. I think is a great example of dating with purpose. I hope that they vet each other properly. Okay, I hope that you know as much as you can about the person. You know, you're not ignoring all red flags, but it does seem very quick. But
So then we went to the follow up, man. Yeah, and that was that.
So how did they take it? How did they take it when you guys told
I mean,
them?
they was shocked like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't expect the reaction on the internet to be what it is, but I mean, it's a lot of love and support. You know, people telling us their journey, their stories, and saying when you know is a true statement, man. It's kind of like one of those things that's like you can't really explain, but when you know, you definitely know. So.
Yeah. Right. Like my family was definitely like, are you sure? But then I told them, you know, watch the show, watch the proposal, and they did. They saw his character, they saw, you know, all the things he was saying about me, and they were happy for me after seeing it, after seeing us together.
Yeah.
You can sometimes you just got to see it to believe it.
You can feel y'all. Congratulations, y'all.
Literally. Thank
It's
you.
so high vibrational.
Thank you.
I'm
And
so
like
excited.
being public with, you know, relationships is something that both of us have never done before. So our family was like, you know, this must be serious, and it is very serious. So
yeah, because you guys started a YouTube channel and everything,
Yeah,
right?
we have a YouTube, Love McKay. It's at probably 11,000 subscribers.
11,000
Yes, y'all.
Yes, follow our YouTube page.
A lot of love, man. So,
Oh man! So have you guys started wedding planning? I know you just got engaged. We ain't trying to rush y'all, but I'm just asking. Have you started?
We started. We have a date. We have a venue. We're making our guest list.
Can I be invited?
Leave him at the door.
It's LOL, but I'm.
Well, unfortunately, you're not on episode 12.
Who's gonna talk about everybody leaves there?
Wait, when is the date?
If you want to disclose it, I know a lot of people. Some people don't like disclosing the dates.
Is it
Yeah,
next year? Or?
So we're getting married June 1st, 2025, because June 1st is the day we met.
Congratulations.
Wow, I'm definitely so happy for you guys.
Going to
Like,
NBA Finals?
what did he say?
Person never get married.
Okay, well, yeah, like everyone here said, you know, we feel the love between you guys. Like it's so hard to believe that you guys just met, you know, not that long ago. But you know, like Mike said, when a man knows, he knows, and a woman too. We know too. All right, perfect. So our next
yo, anti-black, thank you for stopping by, bro.
gentleman was definitely talked about a lot, all over. You know, there's clips of you on TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook. I don't even go on Facebook, but I've seen it on Facebook. So, Brian, you already know we're talking about you.
Right.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your journey on Pop the Balloon.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies.
Yes.
Okay. How many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? How many
And
kids
your
you
preference?
have?
I have 3.
You have
25,
three?
18, and 12.
Okay. How many baby daddies?
2.
2. Okay. So there's no disrespect towards that, right? But I just want you to understand when it comes to a man of top tier, right? We give you a few from one man. That's it. If you
I never like men that call themselves top tier.
have multiple from a different man, that disqualifies yourself.
So that disqualifies a top tier woman. Top
That's
tier
exactly
man.
right. Why-
And I saw that shows you how narcissistic he is, where he can say all this shit to women, yet when this other guy did what he did, he had to be triggered by it. Seriously, you think that you what? Your reaction towards women is any better than his? That's why I hate Pandora's.
Why? Because there's billions of women on this planet.
All right, Brian. So you came out episode 15. I was like, Brian, what are some of your deal breakers? You said you don't have not one, not any. But as we saw, as you went down the line, you did have a deal breaker, and that was women that have multiple baby daddies.
Right.
So, what do you, is that something you came out knowing, or?
Of course I came out knowing, but for that right person, I will compromise with that, right? And I think every man will compromise with that if they come in with multiple kids for multiple different men, right? We gotta like them like that. That was my deal breaker, but like I said on the show, then I would extend grace for somebody that I'm feeling like that. So that's what that was.
Okay. So then, why is that something you didn't say like up front when I was like, oh, what's your deal breaker?
Because after listening to the women, I don't know which one I was gonna like. I didn't, as far as their responses, who I was gonna attract or pull energy from. So I didn't really know who I was gonna feel until I heard what they had to say. So that's that grace part right there, right? So even if they had multiple different kids with multiple different men, if I still like them like that, I would accept that, like real men do.
Okay. So you're kind of saying like you didn't want.
Like real men do? You're a joke. Not what real men would do. What you would do. You would bend on your boundaries. Okay? Then don't talk about what real men would do. I honestly hate when anybody, man or woman, saying what real men would do. Stop with that shit. You're nobody
say
to judge that.
Just in case one of them popped on you.
All of them would have popped if I said that.
He was testing the waters.
Yeah.
But he was giving nobody grace. Why are you saying
Well,
grace?
I mean,
You were giving no grace.
even
You
though that
weren't
we talked, me and this guy earlier, we was joking around. He said nothing wrong. Like it devalues the woman when you go through multiple men and have multiple baby daddies. We don't want to deal with that. If you got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies, it's like, damn, your decision-making skills are horrible.
Y'all forget that y'all are the ones who
saying right there.
And then y'all forget that I'm 41 years old. I got a 25-year-old child. So you're basing your
That makes you another that adds to your red flags. You're 41 and you're still on the dating market after having multiple baby daddies? It's not like you're a virgin and 41. If you're a virgin and 41, maybe that's understandable. Okay, it's understandable. You're so strict. You're so strict with your boundaries. You have no man that has come up to you met your standards. You're so strict with your standards. No man has come up to you and met your standards. Okay. And you are a virgin. You're very strict. Perfectly fine. Understandable. This is a thing where we don't see that. This is why I say when women are older, that's another red flag. Because here's the thing. Women like, I haven't heard her story, so I don't really know her, but 41, most likely not a virgin, most likely a baby mama to multiple men. So really, it's truly a show of poor judgment. Truly a show of, like, you don't understand accountability. Truly a show of you are a red flag.
Perception of me from 25 years ago.
Come on.
I'm not that person I'm not that kid that I was 25 years ago.
Speak on
and I'm
it.
not that young adult that I was 25 years ago. I've grown from that. I've healed from that. I now make better choices, better decisions, and I live more of a healthy.
Great, but doesn't mean that you're free from your consequences. Consequences is that men will judge you. Consequences is that your dating market value is now lower. Great that you're making better decisions. Great. Great that you're healthy. Great that all these things, right? That you healed or whatever. Awesome. It does not take away from your consequences.
Love life, know? Then
Yo, Marcus, what the heck? Yo! Thank you, bro. Bro, great channel. Keep up the hard work. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love.
I did then. So you're going to tell me, oh, well, you got this many kids, I can't date you.
No,
but that happened 25 years
it's
ago.
not the number of
At what
kids.
point are you going to give grace? Like, at how long are you going to, I don't want to use the word punish, for lack of better words, a woman for her past?
It's
like,
not-
Brian came out and said, I don't judge a woman from their past.
And then
We all
judge.
make mistakes. And then he basically just flat out judged.
That's the gentleman's preference. We're not judging you for how many kids.
Yeah.
It's how many baby fathers you got. If you
Okay.
get with a guy and I'm 40 years old per
Yeah.
se, and I have 8 kids by 6 different women,
Yeah.
that says something.
And then everybody's situation is different.
That
Like
part. 4
we all
kids
have
and
different
4 baby
circles.
daddies?
But that's not.
It doesn't say a lot. It's not that. It's like, what you know? What does it say? Purely that you are poor judging character, that you pick wrong, and you give the most precious thing you can to a person that doesn't qualify to be with you for the rest of your life.
That's
3
not
kids
what it
and 3
was. I
baby
have
daddies?
my children. I have by 2 different men, and I was in a 12-year relationship that was abusive. I escaped that by God's grace.
12-year relationship that's abusive. You didn't think that it was a good idea to leave in year 1, year 2, year 5, hell, year 10? No, year 12. It's like this. It doesn't paint you in a better image. It doesn't paint you in a better image. You are with a man you gave a child to. You are also with a man that you gave 12 years of your life to, and then after 12 years you leave him? It's like, I don't blame the man. Like seriously, like after year 1, if he was abusive, you left, I will 100% blame the man. After 12 years, now you complain that he's abusive? After giving him 12 years of your life? A child? Yeah, I blame you 100%. It's...
Grace. I give thanks every day. And so when I moved on to the next relationship, I'm just looking for something better than what I had. And just because it was better doesn't mean it was for me. So when I realized this isn't for me, you know, should I marry this man just because society is going to look at me like I'm a failure as a mother or as a woman? Or no, should I keep going and look for what is really for me? I'm not going to say that I've made all the best decisions as a young adult. I never said I made the best decisions.
And that's what we're referring to, the decision-making skills.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's now, that's in the past. So you're not going to meet a woman and she tell you she stole a candy bar at 14 years old. Oh no, I can't do that. I don't do thieves.
But if she kept on stealing for years on end, maybe that says something.
She was a kid. She made a mistake. She ate that, and the candy bar is gone. So in my situation, I feel like I ate that. I ate that relationship that I went through. I ate being a young teenage parent. I ate it. Like the young kids say, you ate. I feel like I ate. I've grown from that. I'm not that person that I was.
The relationship
so
is awesome, but the key, you're bearing the man's children.
All right. So, Janae, when you were having, your conversation with Brian during that segment, what was going through your mind when he's asking you all these questions like, okay, how many baby daddies, how many kids? What was your thought process? Like, if you want to walk us through that.
I'm true to my core. I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids. And if I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids.
That's such flawed logic. If you didn't have your 3 baby daddies, you wouldn't have your 3 amazing kids. How about this? You would still have amazing kids if you had one man, married to one man, had 3 kids by that one man that you love, that you see you can be with the rest of your life with. You can still have 3 amazing kids by that one man. Yes, you wouldn't have exactly the same 3 amazing kids by 3 different men. Yes, I agree. But it doesn't change the fact that you can still have 3 amazing kids by a man that you could spend the rest of your life with. Doesn't change that.
I don't allow him and his judgment to define me as a woman or where I stand on today. It's his preference. He deserves.
It's not defining you as a woman. It's defining you as a potential mate. Partner. That's what it is. This is the thing. I think this is a problem where anybody, but especially women, they need to separate themselves. They need to separate the idea of them, a person, a mate in the dating market, a woman in the world, a human being in the world. Separate that shit. Men aren't judging you on how good of a human being you are. Men aren't judging you on how good of a woman you are. Men are judging you on how good of a partner you will be. That is it.
Deserves a queen of whatever that looks like for Brian. But for me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit. So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this 4 fort? You can't judge me. I didn't take anything personally. I talked to Brian afterwards. I said, I don't take anything personal. I'm not mad at you. I didn't. It is what it is.
It's a
my person
preference.
is my person. You know what I'm saying? But like, people don't know how to live in reality. They want to live into society. And it's fake to me. I'm not with it.
Okay. And then I think Shayna, you wanted to say
So
something.
one thing I do want to say, which I said to you earlier, we all have our preference, which is fine. You might like them tall, you might like them short, you might like them with the kids. But I think it was just your delivery that really was kind of tough to watch. So that's all I had to share. We kind of chatted about it before. Everyone's entitled to what they like, but it's just the way you were speaking to the ladies, which was kind of harsh.
So speaking on that, Brian, do you feel like you could have delivered your message in a different way?
I think I wanted to deliver it the way I did, right?
Okay.
Because if I'm coming on some softness, you're not gonna really grasp what I'm telling you.
That's not.
Right? And the thing about accountability is you want me to deliver it the way you want to hear it. Nah, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. You got to be able to embrace that. We as men, we embrace accountability. And women have to do the same exact
Women
thing
do
and not get
embrace
angry
accountability. I'm not
and feel
angry.
like men
I'm
are
not-
aggressive
I'm not
and
being
feel like men are aggressive when they're delivering what they're trying to say. Like, no, I wasn't disrespectful on the show, right? And maybe I could have delivered it a little bit softer. But
And
that's
then
not
James,
the route that I chose.
you wanted to say something?
Brother, the way you've
Hold
been
on, 1
talking-
second. James is going to go.
I wanted to say something about that. I understand both sides. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I don't care if a female has a starting lineup. You know what I mean?
That's so.
I've dated girls that have multiple kids, and I think that men think one of two ways. One is like, okay, you made horrible decisions. And then the other downfall could be, these are extra mouths to feed or bills, And for me, I love kids, like I'm a kids person, so I don't mind dating a woman that has kids.
It's kind of a soft mentality. But here's the thing, like, it is true, men can, I guess, give grace, or men can ignore the fact that you have multiple kids by multiple men. Men can. At the end of the day, it's all about how you treat the man. It's all about how you look and how you treat the man. Plain and simple. Yes, if you have multiple kids by multiple men, you better look fine as hell and treat him like a fucking king. Plain and simple. Men will ignore a whole lot of shit for those two. They will ignore a whole lot of red flags. Literally. Men will ignore a whole lot of red flags if you look really good and you treat them really good. That's it. I agree. Men are simple. Men are simple in that way. Just treat them really good and look really good.
So that's all I wanted to say is like.
Can I say something? Brian, I don't think your delivery was 100% wrong, but there is a difference between you as a type of man and there's another type of man. There's two different types of men. It's your preference, and it's a man that knows that he comes into this world to be a leader, protector, provider, who also knows that you're going to take care of a family as a whole. It doesn't matter if they're your kids or it takes a village to raise these kids. I didn't take any judgment, but if you...
What village are you what? What village are you having talking about? It's like no man is jumping for joy to raise other men's kids. Now I'm not saying that the men don't do it, but no man, that's not their first choice. That's not their automatic desire. Yes, men will provide and protect for what's theirs. This is the thing where honestly women really misconstrue the provider and protection mindset. Men will 100% protect and provide for what is theirs. Why would a man protect and provide for what is not his? Because then it's a losing investment. It's a losing outcome. You are protecting, providing, let's say for a child that's not yours from another man, to eventually, possibly, see that child look up to her or his biological father. So he just produced a productive adult that does not view him as a father, treat him as a father. Great. That's not a good thing.
prefer a woman with one kid or you want some more with more kids, that's on you.
fine.
You're just not my person, and I'm not mad at you. And I'm not even mad at the world. And I don't give a fuck about anybody. If we can keep it G. You know, I take care of my kids. They're well taken care of. I'm an independent woman, and I deserve a
Independent would. Stay independent then. You don't give a fuck about nobody. Good. Cool. Personality that is meant to stay alone. Personality that is meant to deal with the pookies that she's been dealing with.
strong man who's ready to take care of a household. I'm not saying that that's not you or no other man in this world. Everybody got their own opinion, and I respect you 100%. It is what it is.
And let me, hold on, wait, hold on. And I respect that, I appreciate that, right? It's gonna be a special type of man that's gonna come in and take care of you and your unit. That's gonna take care of you and your unit, right?
Special man. I think a man that has no options. In general, it's going to take a man that has no options, no other options, no better options.
Right? Because most men want to start their own family, all right? You know what I'm saying? So why would we come in and be a stepdad when we know if you have 3 kids, then I'm going to be the 4th? You're going to look at me like the 4th, even if I'm taking care of the house, right? Because they're not mine.
Because you're not a baby daddy or husband.
Thank
Like,
you.
you're not going to be a
You're
baby
the head
daddy.
of household. It's a difference.
I understand that, but I'm not their real father, right? So I'm
But
not their
that's-
biological father, right? So, and things come with that, right? It comes with, you may feel like, you know, I'm not raising your sons right. Or you can't.
I'm a dead this right now. I had a baby daddy that told me in front of my child, I am not his daddy. I don't need a nigga like that. And I said nigga.
You don't want one.
I need a man who knows who's gonna come into a whole house. He's gonna take mine as his. He's gonna take me as his partner. It's one, honey. When you find a wife, you find a good thing. I'm not living into.
It's like you've never been a wife. You've never been a wife to any of the baby daddies. I'm quite sure. So really, you don't know what that's like.
Society or social media. This show, and I appreciate you guys because this is real life. You show me the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say too much more, but you know that is
If
it.
you guys were to get together, hypothetically speaking.
Who?
Yeah, I'm just hypothetically speaking.
Just hypothetically, you and Brian.
You
Me
and
and Brian?
Brian. If you and Brian were to get together, hypothetically speaking, can he put his hands on your children?
What? Put his hands on my
As far
children.
as
Yes. Let's word that a
Can he?
little.
Well, we know what we're talking about. I mean, Brian, you understood what I was saying, correct? Correct. If your kids is acting up,
Yeah.
can he whoop your kids?
If
Like he
they
can whoop
need
his
it.
own son?
If they need it. I mean,
You
let's
just
be
have to be-
real.
you just
This
have
ain't
to
about
be
that, but let's be real.
If you're gonna whoop somebody else's kids, you just got to be ready for that repercussion.
The afterward.
Exactly. What
You
comes
feel
after
me?
that? Because as a father, nobody's gonna whoop my kids.
Exactly.
But if
barely whoop
I
my
am the
kids.
step parent of somebody else's kids, I'm gonna whoop them.
But you're not
and
gonna
I
whoop 'em for
understand
nothing.
that
They can't
that's
whoop your
double.
kids, but
No,
it's different
because
ways of discipline.
I'm ready to
Thank
fight
you.
for mine.
Whooping them. Thank
I'm
you.
ready
I
to
got a
fight for
5-year-old.
mine.
My
So
son has never had a whooping.
listen, I'm ready to fight
Ever.
for mine. So I'm going to check you on that. And if dude wanted to check me on that, he has that right. And that's all I'm saying.
And,
is you
and those
gotta-
are the issues that
It's the
we
way to
deal.
do
And
it.
those are the issues that we deal with being a step parent. Like, and
Those
another
are the
thing I want to
insecurities.
address is that, like Brian, I've been hearing you talk since we've been here all day. Like your demeanor hasn't changed. So I want to say, like, I don't think that you were aggressive at all. I think that you were being you. And I appreciate
Exactly.
that authenticity that you have
Exactly.
been bringing. And I still got a couple more jokes in the back of my head for your ass too.
Okay, y'all, let's wrap this up. And so Chanel, you were like the queen of facial expressions.
I was.
And everyone was showing you like I was getting tagged all over Instagram like, look at this woman, like she's making all the faces.
Way you set it up, so I thought the cameras was focusing on them. So I was just sitting on the side like, I had no idea they had everything on there. But that's just me in general. But it was a little shocking. Like Brian came out, like some people were saying in the comments, like swinging, like on everybody. I don't have any kids, so and also I was thinking like, I wish he asked me some questions, 'cause I'm gonna get them. But it didn't come back to that. It didn't circle back, but.
And then just to go ahead and wrap up Brian's segment, you are writing a book.
Yes.
Or you actually wrote a book already. So is it finished?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
The perfect match. The perfect match. 7 keys to pop your balloon on fire.
But you definitely want to pick this up right here. This is going to make a lot of perfect matches. It's going to save people a lot of time, right? And
Or for you to get chosen, right? So just because I didn't get
You know, that's why I don't really care for these supposed dating things, because a lot of these is like people are just on it to go viral. I think a lot of these people are fakes.
a match, it doesn't mean I'm not gonna find a match, right? So my old lady somewhere might be somewhere else. I don't know. She might not be on the show. She might be watching the show. She might be waiting for me to come get her, wherever she.
on it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Everybody reads in
Thank
on
you.
it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So on episode 20, it ended off with such a bang. Our last girl came out and she was like, you know what? Y'all can get a piece of me. So let's go ahead and take a look at Dorian's journey.
Spots on your stain in your little dress.
I was in the back drunk, so whatever.
Oh yeah, you feel me? I can't
It's
do
fine.
that.
It's a $300 dress.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's the $300 dress. My bad. I got a little makeup on it.
And I popped my balloon because you came out a little aggressive. You feel me? I like femininity. I'm not saying you're not feminine, but your demeanor, maybe it's the liquor. You feel me? But
No, I just don't think I would like to be out on a nice dinner date or skydiving with somebody that wears pearls. So I don't like the pants. I'm gonna be honest. I think that since you're light skinned, you should have wore something a little bit more, less olive.
I thought she was gonna say sage.
Okay, so Dorian, let's start off with the first thing that's been going all around the internet, the $300 dress.
Yeah. If you know me, I love cocktail dresses. I love cocktail dresses. My favorite place to shop is House of CB, Opoly, any UK brand. They're in a frenzy because I said the dress was $300 and they're getting it for $17.99, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but yeah.
So yours was
$300
from
It's
House of CB, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it on Instagram. It got like almost 3 million views now because they were so obsessed with the dress because I look good in it.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful dress. Beautiful dress.
It was just a lip liner pencil drop. Imagine just dropping a lip liner on your dress like that, just to die.
I didn't even see the stain.
Exactly. He was delusional. That part.
Okay. And now there was a part, I think it was when you were talking to the second guy, Ryan, sorry, when you were talking to Ryan, and he started saying a statement about how you had an unwelcoming demeanor, and you said, we all know why. Why? If you want to explain that.
So I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna tiptoe around my words with that because I do have a nice job. But if you look at Ryan's YouTube, you look at his pictures on his Instagram, you look at his exes, Ryan just looks like he brings green bean casserole to the barbecue. And that's exactly what I meant when I said that.
I don't know what that means.
Shout out to Ryan. I seen your YouTube video. I seen what you said about you want to figure out where I'm from and how my parents are. They're great people. They raised me to stand up for myself.
That part. Okay. So now, were you shocked that all the guys were like, yeah, we agree, you came out aggressive?
No, I wasn't shocked.
Okay.
I was raised by men, so I understand what they were saying. I mean, I'm for a certain type of person. I'm for a certain type of man. I feel like their reasons weren't as straight.
Yeah. You're for the pookies. Like, women like this is just for the street dudes. Because this is a thing where, honestly, sometimes women don't understand that they are essentially made for the shitty men. Women like this are essentially made, the whole strong, independent woman expects men to take care of her and her sports team and her aggressive combativeness. Women like this are just made for the street guys. Because street guys, hood guys, thugs, players, bad boys, they will ignore your bad qualities just to get with you. They will ignore your bad qualities to get with you. Once they get with you, they will use you until they're done using you, until they're bored. That's it. Women like this are only qualified for those types of men.
Forward as they could have been. Like, I thought it was an open dialogue. I wanted them to get in a little bit more of a detail of why they didn't like me besides me being aggressive and assertive. They really wanted to call me ghetto, honestly.
Ain't nothing wrong from being from the ghetto.
It's not. It's like I really learned on social media.
I'm from the ghetto.
You feel me? So I really learned. It's crazy how they just, the way my cadence, how they just automatically, oh, she's ghetto, she's ratchet. When you can do both. You can be both. You can be corporate. You can be from the hood. They just didn't know how to handle me, but we don't come from the same place, and I respect them and I respect how they feel. So I don't expect them type of men to understand me. They're not my type.
So after you guys watched Dorian's segment, I know that whole lineup of guys, they were like, yes, when the last guy was like, yeah, I feel like you're coming off aggressive. Did any of you guys get that impression as well?
No, not at all.
She was coming off
She was
aggressive.
being real, man.
She was being real. I think when the ball dropped for her was when she was like, I was in the back drunk, like that right there,
I agree.
And took it and ran with it, right?
I gave them, you guys are totally right. I literally had 2 shots. Come on, all my friends we turned. So I be teed a little bit, but I literally wasn't drunk. I was nervous. It was my first time on a big platform, and it was a lot of different men. So I was nervous. That was my best answer at the time. I was not drunk, y'all.
Okay. That's good.
Are you drunk now?
No, I'm not drunk. I should have brought a bottle of Don Julio. I got drunk. I had the same amount of drinks today that I had on the show that day, and this is how I am. And they were just scared a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of think they was too. I didn't really think that nothing you said was wrong.
Thank you.
I think you really express yourself well.
Gracias.
I think they just want like.
Yeah, I guess. Mm. She is. This is the thing where, honestly, women. The only thing you need to know is that when men find you aggressive, or combative, or a type of woman that has an attitude, that's all you need to know. That is all you need to know. It's already just too much there. So I think that is it. I think it was decent. I mean, two different kind of videos to react to check out. They were decent videos, not bad. Hope you guys like it. Everyone who stopped by, I think it was Marius, bro. The $50, you're amazing. Thank you so much again. Anti-Black, thank you for stopping by. Skull Nation, thank you for stopping by. Mobile Rider, thank you for stopping by, bro. You, same thing. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the support. I'm so the support of even stopping by, right, to just check on the video is more than I can ask for. So thank you guys for any kind of support. So you guys are amazing. See you guys in the next live. Later, guys.